Hello everyone, welcome to Lucy's Larking Adventures. We're back out again today on this stretch of water that we were at last week because we didn't make it as far as we wanted to. So we're along now under the bridge and on the other side of the road, which you can probably hear behind me. And we've just stepped down onto this bank here and you can already see there's some pretty exciting stuff here. So I'm just going to have a look on this sort of rocky bit first before we get into the water and see what else we can find. So this is the first find. Look at that, an old wheel. Wonder what that was from. It's pretty neat, isn't it? And I have spotted some glass as well, so let's go and have a look at these. Oh, look at that, that's great. You can't see it. A really nice designed old jar, look. What does it say on the bottom? It looks like it says Fursman's pickles. What kind of pickles look? Great, isn't it? That's pretty good. And then there's a couple of other. This is a nice little jar. I think we've got one like that actually. And then one more. This one, look. So that's a really great sign, isn't it, straight away that there's going to be some stuff here to find. So we're going to go and have another look round and we'll bring you back shortly and catch you up on what else we find. See you in a sec. So I'm just at another really shallow bit, a sort of rocky bit here, and I'm just going to have a look through. You can come with me, see what we can find. Look at this. That looks like it's seen some use, doesn't it? There's a few signs of some bits of pottery, which is pretty good. I always like to find that. But you can see, obviously, it's that time of year, isn't it, where all the leaves are in the way, so we're going to have to keep those moving. Look at that. That's great. There's absolutely loads of these here. These are old lead batteries, aren't they? So I will get those out of the water. Oh look. A plate. This is fun, look at this. I wonder what that was used for. Is it glass? Yeah, it is an old glass jar. It's got a pretty cool shape actually, hasn't it? I don't recognise it, so if anyone recognises what it would have been used for, let me know. Can't see any names or anything on it. But I do like that. And I can see some more stuff down here too, so let's go in and have a look at that. So I think I just spotted, yeah I did, look. A little sore spot up next to it. That's cool, isn't it? I really like these square ones, these square sauce bottles actually. I know they're not everyone's sort of favourite thing to find, but I think they're pretty neat. They look great when they're cleaned up with that shape. You can wait there for me to come back. Because, what's this? Oh, it is another bottle. Oh, there's another one, look. With that nice wide top, look. Oh, and this has got, oh look, it's OK sauce. Mason's OK sauce. We found one of these just on our last luck, which was, as I said, just around the sort of bend in the river. So that's pretty neat. We've got a matching pair. I like that. And I think I spotted something else there as well, did I? Where was I looking? Yes. Look at this. This is odd. It must be, because obviously it's quite fast flowing there, and this is a bit slower and rocky, so it must just have all kind of caught up here. But look at this one. Bottled by Jays. So that's like the Jays sort of disinfectant fluid, isn't it? I think we've got some of these, but they're always pretty neat to find. So yeah, that was a good little crop there of finds all together. I think what I might have to do now, just to check, is move these leaves out the way, because I think there'll probably be more hiding underneath. And then I'll head a bit further down, so I'll bring you back shortly. Look what Ryan's just handed me. He's great at finding these, actually. He finds the majority of them, and I love to find them. These are the little milk glass, the white glass sort of cosmetic jars. We found a couple of Pond's ones last time. I think this one has got a name on it, but it's just got that lovely sort of square tool shape on it, hasn't it? So yeah, super pleased with that. I love to find one of these every time I go out if I can. Let's see what else we can find. Spotted another jar. Look, loads of different types of jars here, which is interesting. It's got some markings on the bottom. And that kind of shaped jar is my favourite, because they look great cleaned and just used around the house for lots of different things. I'm just unearthing this piece of pottery. I wonder what it was from. It's got that interesting shape there. Oh look, it was probably the bottom of something, was it? It's pretty nice, isn't it? I don't know why I like that so much, but I do. Oh, and look what's at my feet. Look at that. We love to find these. It's a trusty paste jar. So this would have held a meat paste, a sort of potted meat, I think you would call it in the US. And it would have been a sort of chicken or beef, sometimes a fish paste. And they were cheap, and they were, you know, really a staple. And they're pretty neat, aren't they? And they seem to survive everything. I find tons of these, so they're obviously pretty strong. I found another one. Okay, I'm just at this murky bit, which is actually right underneath the bridge, so you can see. And I know that you're probably used to having bird song as the backdrop to my videos rather than road noise, so I apologise for that. But it is a good place, and it's definitely worth looking at. So I've spotted a bottle. In fact, Ryan spotted it, and he's sent me in to have a look at it. Let's go and see what it is. There it is, look. Oh look, it's really nice. Really nice shape. No name. But I like that. Really cute, isn't it? So that's definitely a keeper. And I just wonder if there might be any more in here. Is that one sticking up there, or is that a rock? Oh look, it is in fact a bottle. Would you believe it? It's pretty cool too. So there's definitely loads to be found here, which is great. It keeps it really exciting for us. Loads of bottles. I'm just going to go and have a look through this bit, see if I can see any nice pottery bits, or any of the kind of small interesting stuff that we quite often find on this stretch of water. And I'll bring you back shortly and let you know. I've just found this little bit of tin, look, and I just wonder what it is. It was obviously designed to be something, a cap of something, and this is what's left. And over here are a couple of things that Ryan has found. This is a really nice paste jar, actually. I'll clean it off a little bit for you. Slightly different from some of the ones we normally find. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? And then there's this, which is almost like a little porcelain wheel of some kind. I initially said that I thought it was a yo-yo, but I don't think that is the winning answer. Ryan thought it might have been off of a sort of pulley of some sort. But let me know what you think. This is like today's first mystery object, so if you think you can identify it, then give us a shout and let us know. Look what Ryan's just found. A little tiny clay pipe bowl with a little bit of stem left on it. And this is probably the most decorative one we've ever found. It's got that little flower pattern, look, around the outside. Isn't that wonderful? And it looks like it's made of a sort of red clay rather than the usual sort of white colour that we're used to finding. So I know some of you are much more familiar with these than we are, so if you can give us any clues on its maker or its age or anything, then definitely let us know. But so far this wins the find of the day, I think. Look at that. I've just picked this up from under the bridge, look. It took me ages to work out what it was. We think it's a weight of some kind, you know, a sort of dumbbell I suppose you'd call it, but I'm not convinced. Let me know what you think. It's pretty heavy, so I guess it could be, couldn't it? But it also looks like it might have been a handle of something. I don't know. Tell me what you think. And then just when I was filming this, I've just noticed over here, look, a little crop of interesting things in these rocks. So let's just have a little look in here. Look at this. This is a little jar. Ah, just a nice one as well, look. There's lots of different types of paste jars here today. It's almost as if it knew I was coming. Pretty neat. What this is. Some sort of tube. Look at this, a lovely lid. Probably seen better days, but I'd imagine it's been knocking around here for some time. And I like that. And then just next to it I found a lovely piece of pottery, look, with a lovely pattern on it. It's got to be worth a clean up, hasn't it? These lovely flowers around the edges, look. Here's another lovely bottle, look. Lovely shape. Unfortunately it is a bit broken at the top, but I'm not going to let that put me off of it because I really like it. What a great shape. And I expect you can probably hear it in the background. It sounds like Ryan's found something, so let's have a look what he's found.
God, it weighs a ton.
What is it?
It's two things, it says.
That's a really heavy stand of something, isn't it? And then another one. It was something to do with a railway or something, sort of building supplies or something. So there's a whole array of interesting stuff here, which is pretty cool.
That's so really heavy, that is.
Both of them pretty heavy, so who knows? Okay, on we go, we'll bring you back shortly. Okay, so we've spotted something interesting here. It's a bit muddy, so you might not be able to see it, but Ryan's going to pull it out and see if it's anything good. Sauce bottle, was it a Daddy's sauce? Yeah, look, a Daddy's sauce bottle. That's a good find.
We haven't got one that size.
No, we haven't. This is bigger than the one we've got at home, I think, so that's really great. There are bits of pottery to be found here. Look at this lovely blue and white piece that's really faded. So that's a good sign, and I'll keep my eyes peeled for some more lovely pieces. I just thought I'd share with you my current view because we're under the bridge and it's quite creepy actually. The weather's on the turn a little bit. It's just suddenly got really windy and a bit darker out, and the daylight is against us really. In fact, I think that might even be rain, you know. So we're going to head back now, but we'll be back tomorrow to finish this off, and so we'll see you shortly to watch the rest of it. Just before we go, I couldn't help myself but to show you this lovely pattern piece that Ryan's found. Isn't that stunning? This lovely green design look. It's beautiful, isn't it? So off we head now, and we'll be back tomorrow to show you the rest. everyone and welcome back. So jump cut to the next day and we are back again, a little bit further along than we were yesterday. And you can see that we're really battling the elements. There's some fallen trees there, but hopefully that sort of uncovered some good stuff and lots of leaves, which makes it slightly more difficult, of course, to spot stuff. But no problem, we'll keep going. We know that there's stuff here to be found. Yesterday we had a pretty good haul, so we're hoping that that's continued a bit further along. So we're going to get in, have a look now, see what we can find, and bring you back in a sec. Here's my first couple of finds in this new stretch. This nice piece of pottery, look, with that blue rim, and another jar of OK sauce. Look at that. And I have just spotted something over here too, so I'm going to bring you with me and we'll go and see what it is. There go the leaves, look. Just in here, look, there is a bottle. I'm going to go in and see what it is. Oh, it's a pretty nice one. Unfortunately, it is plain, I think. No name or anything on it. But it's pretty neat, isn't it? Oh, what does it say there? Something emulsion, I think. Angier's emulsion? It's not a name I recognise. Let me know if you do. I'll see what I can find out about it. So that's pretty neat, isn't it? So some good early signs that there's stuff to be found here. A bit further along, you've seen from yesterday's footage that we did find that lovely pipe bowl, so we're going to keep our eyes peeled for some of those too. On we go. I'll bring you back and let you know what else there is. And I've just spotted another one nestled here, look, just under the water. Let's go and see what he is. It's got some writing on it, let's have a look at it. Can't quite read that. It looks like it says Tritonic lotion for the hair. Oh, wow. Oh, that's brilliant. I've never seen one like that before. That's a great find. Definitely one for the cabinet, I think. And I'll see what I can find out about it. Oh, look, it's from Bath as well. That's fantastic. Brilliant. Super pleased with that. I'll clean that up and show you some photos of that cleaned. This has almost become a must now on every hunt, because you'll know if you watch my videos that I love to find this sort of milk glass, these little cosmetic jars. Ryan always finds them. He's just spotted another one for me. Can't wait to clean that up. So I'm pleased we've got another one to take home. Weather's pretty cold here today, so we're sort of layered up. And the leaves are against us, but we're just moving them out of the way to see what they're hiding. And you can see down there we've got a bit to battle through. But it's definitely worth it because there's some pretty cool stuff here, so we're still having a great time. Thanks for coming with us, and we'll bring you back in a sec and let you know what else we find. I've spotted another bottle there, can you see it? I can only see the top of it, so I'll just go in and see if it's any good. Yeah, look at that, it is complete, which is pretty good. Bit of clean off. This is a Shield Hall SCWS. So actually we found one of these a couple of videos back, and that was just on this same stretch of river but much further up, and it's Essence Coffee and Chicory, look. Pretty nice, isn't it? That's a nice bottle, and I'm pleased with that. So I'm just going to have a look through this, a sort of close look through all of the rocky bit. I like spending my time just poking through, seeing what bits of pottery and whatever else I can find. So I'll bring you back and let you know if there's anything else. I've just pulled this lovely little glass jar out. I could just see the bottom of it and I thought I'll go in and see what it is. Expect it to be a paste jar. But no, it looks like a little inkwell, doesn't it? A nice little glass one. So I'm really pleased with that. I think that's going to look great cleaned up. What a nice little find. Okay, so quick update for you. We're much further downstream now than we were when we last saw you, but we've had to get out and back in again because it just got a bit treacherous up there. So we're venturing on that. It does feel like quite an adventure, but we're back in and we've sorted something here that looks pretty good. Look at this. Can you see it under the water? Looks like a bottle, so I'm going in. That looks like, to me, a good old-fashioned milk bottle. Look at that. Can't quite see what it says on it. Please return bottle. Pasteurised 1 pint, 568ml, I think it says. Sorry, I can't see that then. I think I can kind of remember getting bottles of milk like that, you know, on the doorstep. It's got E-Express there, look. Ryan really likes to find the old milk bottles. Actually, we've got quite a few with names on and stuff. So I think we'll probably add this to his collection. Pretty neat, isn't it? Ryan's just spotted a bottle behind this rock, so he's going to get it out. Oh look, it's really small. Oh, it's lovely. I wonder what that was for. Sauce maybe? Isn't that great? I really like that, you know. Good job. I'm really pleased with that find. Just pointed out this little jar and picked it up, and look what it is. It's a lovely little jar with some writing on it. It says Cheeseborough, I think is how you pronounce it. That must be Manufacturing Co. CJ, is it? And then New York. So I don't recognise the brand. I'll try and find out what I can. I know I've got quite a lot of American adventurers, as I like to call my subscribers. That's a great name, isn't it? So if you recognise it, let me know what you think it is. I think that's really good. I love it when it's got a sort of embossed name on it. And it's pretty neat, isn't it? So that's a pretty cool find. And then Ryan's just found something over the other side, which looks like a lid. Is it glass? Yeah, it is a glass lid. Look at that. What does it say on it? Cannington, Shaw & Co. St Helens, which is not local. That's sort of pretty up north from here, but that's pretty neat as well, isn't it, actually? I like that as well. It's a pretty cool find. I'm having really such a great time here, even though it's cold and there's loads of leaves everywhere and there's the noise of the traffic behind us still. It feels like a proper adventure today, and it's really good. There's lots of pretty cool stuff that we found so far. So I'll bring you back shortly and catch you up on what else we can find. I haven't found much pottery so far on this stretch. I did find some nice patterned pieces yesterday a bit further up. But this is obviously the remains of something, some sort of ornament, I'd say. Or maybe a bottle. Look at it. But isn't it interesting just the way that it's... Okay, so I know it's broken and smashed, but it's interesting the way that it's kept its shape like that, isn't it? I wonder what that was in its former glory. So I'm having a great time larking at the moment. I'm stood in this little shallow bit, spotting things in the deep bit and sending Ryan in to get them, which I don't normally do, but I don't know why not. It's great. And this is the latest spot. Look at this, a lovely complete jar. I find quite a few of these, but they look so great cleaned up, full of years of river muck, look. But it's got that telltale thing on the outside, look. Let's give it a bit of a clean. I'll show you the bottom. I'm not sure if it's got the pictorial in the middle, but I'll give it a clean up and let you know, because it's coming home for sure. I think Ryan's found something as well, so let's just go and see what he's spotted. Oh look, oh that's lovely. A tiny little blue jar, look at that. I love blue glass. We don't find much of it actually, but that's a really great find. Well spotted. Let me just bring you back to this jar a second, because I thought it was a Hartley's with the old tower picture in the middle, but actually now I've cleaned it off a little bit, or made it more muddy I guess. It actually says Cooperative Wholesale City Limited, I think. So it's different, we haven't got one like this. So that's even cooler. Can't wait to clean that one up. So yeah, just thought I'd show you. Here's another bottle find. This one is fairly common, we found a few of them before. This is the California Fig Syrup Co. But this one says Sterling Products Inc. Successor. And it's got colour fig on the outside, look. They're really nice bottles. I actually still like finding them, you know, even though they are fairly common. And then let me just catch up on a couple of other finds. So I found the top of this old sort of wine flask, I suppose you'd say. I can't quite make out that mark on it, but I know it's really bust, but I might take it home and just see if I can identify it. I have found a pretty exciting one of these before, and some guys on my Facebook page were able to help me identify where it had come from and who had made it, so that was pretty cool. So I might see if I can take that one home and add it to my little one at home. And then Ryan's found something super exciting here. And this I am really excited about because I've never found anything like it before. So on the outside it says number 41. If I turn it over for you, look at that, some kind of mould, isn't it? And I'm not sure whether it was a sort of food product or not. I guess whatever it would have been, would have had those little flower shapes on either side, and then that looks like wheat kind of stalks in the middle, a bundle of them. So I guess maybe it was bread or a cake mould or something. But it's just, I love it, isn't it wonderful? What a really nice thing to just find bobbing about in the river. I know it's a bit bust, which is a shame. I might try and just put something in it and see what shape it comes out. Maybe a bit of Play-Doh or some dough or something. But that one is definitely a keeper. We've never found anything like that before. What would it have been used for? Is it industrial? I guess it must be. It's pretty industrial grade, doesn't it? So I think so far this is find of today. Maybe not find of the video because you've got yesterday as well, but we'll round you up at the end and then we can decide. Yeah, super find. Here's something else really interesting. Look at this. It's really nice to find old sort of automobile stuff. We found a few really interesting bits in our time. And this is an old number plate, look. Still got those really old letters on. Not much left of it, unfortunately. But Ryan's pretty fond of it, actually. So he thinks he might take it home, maybe use the letters for something. Or when it cleans up, you know, even though it's in a busted state, it might have a little home in our garden. But it's nice, isn't it? I'm quite fond of it. A lot of character, I think. I wonder what it was from. Look at this. This looks like it's had a hard life, doesn't it? And it's been here a while. It says around the outside, Premier Electric Multi-Boiler. And it's on some kind of stand under there, look. So that's obviously been dumped here, I guess. But you wouldn't expect to pull that out, would you? Probably not one that we can take home, unfortunately. And what's that?
Haven't a clue.
Oh, look. It's another mystery item. It looks like an... I don't know what it looks like. The inside of a something. Well, I just don't know. What do you think? Definitely used to do something, didn't it? I can't work it out. Who knows? Maybe it was part of the boiler. Let me know what you think. Here's another dainty little jar find. Look at that. Not quite the paste jars that I'm used to, but it's pretty cute, isn't it? Look what that says. Might have a little name on there, you know. I can't quite work it out. True Food, maybe? TRU Food? Maybe it was like a baby food jar or something. Just spotted a bit of glass here on the edge of this mound. Let's have a look and see if it's anything good. Looks like it's pretty complete. Oh, look, it is. A nice old sauce bottle. Oh, look, it's a Fletcher's. I don't think I've got one in this shape before. Fletcher's sauces. What does that say? Selby. Oh, do you know, we did find one of these, but it's a completely different shape a couple of videos back. So that's pretty neat, isn't it? It's the keeper for me, I think. So this is definitely another one of those items that is a real shame, because I wish there was more of this. Look, it's got some writing on it. It would have been one of those wine sort of flasks then, wouldn't it? And I think that says Coombs there. Someone Coombs Merchants. I wonder what that said. Maybe it said Radstock, you know, because that is just along the road from here. That would be pretty neat, wouldn't it? I mean, it might not. I've only got 2 letters to go on. Sorry, I'm getting my hands really muddy, aren't I? Can't quite work out that mark. What a shame that there's not more of it. Still kind of like it there, you know. So much history in that, isn't there? Someone's business, someone, you know, made that, sold things in it. That's what I like about it. So we're just having fun digging through this sort of muddy, leafy mound. And look, I think I found something interesting here. Let's pull it out and see if it is in fact. Yeah, it is. Look at that. The remnants of a really old shoe, look. Love to find those, as you'll know if you've seen my videos before. It's pretty cool, isn't it? This was part of someone's everyday life at some point. It looks like it could tell a story or two, doesn't it? And that's what I love about them. There you go. We'll see what else we can spot in here, and we'll let you know. Seem to have found a few of these lately, don't we? But this one's slightly different. It's definitely older because it's got that longer neck. And it's not a bovril or marmite, it's an oxo. 4 ounce, look. Great, isn't it? Excellent little find. And a bit of a clean up. I like it. And Ryan's just found something over here as well, so let's go and see what he's got. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at it. A little jar. Can't see any name or anything on it, but look at that. It's sealed up. Still got the lid on it. After all these years in the river, and it's still got some contents. Probably mixed with murky river water to some extent, I would imagine, but pretty cool, isn't it, to find that? Wonder what that was. It's actually quite a nice looking jar, isn't it, you know? See anything on there? No, I can't see any writing or anything. Yeah, well found, Ryan. Look, here's some more remnants of a shoe. Maybe it was the matching pair, although I doubt it. What would be the chances of that, hey? But look, you can see the detail all around the edges of all of those nails. And that heel, which I imagine would have had a heel plate on at some point. Sorry, I'm just gonna look at that. I don't know why I'm so fascinated by these. I just, you know, someone put these on every day to go out and do whatever they were doing, and I think that's why I like it. Ryan's just called me over to have a look at something he seems pretty excited about, but I can't spot it. What is it? What is it?
Can you see it there?
I can see
I'll let you
something.
look for it.
I'm going to go in and get it. I can feel something. Ah, oh, look.
Oh, what a shame.
That is a shame, because look what it is. It's the remnants of a cod bottle, and it's C.E. Beavis from Bristol. God, that was really well spotted. What a shame. These marbles were so collectible. People used to smash the tops off. But I really like C.E. Beavis. You can still see remnants of his sort of legacy, if you like, around Bristol. Some buildings have still got the sort of name on and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I'm a little bit gutted about that. But you've got to find some heartbreakers, I suppose, before you find the good stuff, haven't you? So, there we go. The obligatory paste jar has been found today as well. It's a pretty cute one, look. CWS? CSW? Don't know which way you'd read it. But there we go. This might be a bit macabre for some of you, and I don't collect bones, nor do I look for them deliberately. But this one is huge. So I just thought I'd show you. Ryan's found another one of these nice little bottles. Found quite a few of these in the past few weeks, and I actually quite like them. They're alright, aren't they? Blank, but got a nice little shape to them. And cleaned up with some coloured sand or water in a sunny window. Why not? See what I mean about paste jars? I'll bring you with me to excavate this one. There's another look. I've got another mystery object for you here. I wonder what this was from. Was it something decorative or something, you know, industrial? I don't know. Intriguing though, isn't it? What a funny shape it's got. just found the remnants of this glass bottle, which I'm sure would have been lovely actually just from the neck of it, but it's still got the remnants of an old stopper in it, and I quite like that, so we're going to try and get that out. So we just found this nice pair of handles from an old bucket or something, I'd say. It's always a pleasure to find these, especially when they've still got the sort of clasp bits left on the end. I do enjoy them. It's pretty neat, isn't it? Okay everyone, so I think we've probably come to the end of our adventure here. As I said, it's been one of my favourite adventures actually. We've done it over 2 days because there's so much to see. The weather is a little bit against us as well, so we got cold, went home yesterday, and you can probably see, look, it's just started to rain now. But we think we've probably found as much as we can find here today. Definitely a location that we'll come back to when we've got hot weather again next year, because it just keeps on giving. It really is a place where there's so much different stuff to find. So I've really enjoyed myself today. I hope you've enjoyed my adventure as well. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Do leave me some comments. I love to read your comments. And don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so you get notified about my next videos. See you all soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.